Hey kids.
Hey everyone.
How y'all doing?
Oh,
Okay.
look at us.
Jinx.
Okay. You owe me a Coke. Isn't that the same?
No, wait. Oh yeah.
It's
Jinx,
like Jinx.
double jinx. You owe me Coke. Yeah, sure. Somebody's gonna
that a lot in
correct us
middle
one day.
school.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, right. Welcome everyone.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
We're excited.
I'm super excited. This is our 6th episode.
Number 6, Mama number 6.
Yes,
Yeah,
and we have a very special guest for you all.
Oh my gosh. Is it me?
No,
Oh.
it's not you.
Is it you?
It's not me either.
Is it Louie?
Louie's been here.
Right. Okay.
Yep, it's not special when it's us
Oh, okay.
anymore.
Okay.
You know.
I thought I was special according to Lizzo's new song.
No,
Special.
you are special.
Thank you, Lizzo.
And don't ever let me say that. Oh my
Right.
gosh, I apologize.
You're special.
Stop.
Everyone in middle school, you guys are special. Just know that.
Yes, never forget that.
Never. But yeah, we do have
Okay.
special guests.
Yes, we
This is
do
very
have a
exciting.
special guest, guys. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to introduce you all
Okay.
to Jesus.
Hello.
Hey.
A little drum roll there going around for my introduction.
Yes, I was like, I gotta have everybody's attention.
we got to do the big things. Yes, he is our second guest on
Yes,
the podcast.
Yes.
Yes. Jesus, tell us who you are. Tell us what you do.
So who I am and what I do. So like you guys said, I'm Jesus Martinez, and I'm a reporter for CBS 19 News out here in Tyler. Recent graduate from Sam Houston State University, Eat 'em Up Cats. Class of 2022. Yeah, so graduated with a major in mass communications, emphasis in multi-platform journalism, minor in Spanish, and then your boy, he applied, your boy got the job, and your boy can finally sign off with, and I don't know, let's say Tyler. And Tyler, Jesus Martinez, CBS 19.
Oh wow, it's so official.
I'm so
Oh my
proud of you.
gosh.
He's making it.
He is. Oh my gosh, he's doing big things already. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Wow. Well, we're really excited to have Jesus here
Yes.
with us.
Welcome. Welcome.
Very, very big things. And we're going to just, you guys may know him as this new TV personality, but we're going to dive into those embarrassing years.
Middle school.
Middle school. Wait, let's do our song, right?
Okay. Let's talk about middle school.
That's not even official.
Yes,
like,
it's
that's definitely
not.
not even our theme song.
It's not. It's an ongoing thing that
Yeah.
we do. So
But I like it. You made that.
It's
and,
so
like,
us.
That's you. That you're special. Thanks, Lizzo.
Thanks,
this
Lizzo.
podcast is not sponsored by Lizzo, but like, if you
Mhm.
want to sponsor us, girl, like, sponsor us.
yes, call us, please.
Absolutely.
My people is her people,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa.
Yeah, we're each other's
Mhm.
people. So Jesus, we always want to start with, of course, this is about middle school.
Mm-hmm.
What years were you in middle school?
So before I go into that, can I hear that one song one more time? We don't talk about middle school. Just one more
Oh,
time.
okay.
Ready?
Let's talk about middle school.
So middle school, oh gosh, off the top of my head, I probably should have prepared this beforehand, but no, my middle school, each school district's a little bit different. It could either be 6th through 8th grade or just 7th and 8th grade. So when I was in school, I feel old saying that. When I was in middle school, junior high was middle school. It was 7th through 8th grade. Now my next sister, the next oldest, the middle child, the next one going into junior high, she's now going into junior high. So it's starting now between 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So she's kind of starting middle school a little bit earlier, but oh gosh. Graduated in 2019. Let's do some quick math. Graduated in 2019. So senior year, 18, 17, 16. So 15. So somewhere between 2013, 2015, around that year.
Okay, yeah.
So you only went to middle school for 7th and 8th grade?
Yes.
It's called junior high, Jen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Junior high.
Yeah.
My bad. it's a fancier level.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that's how my school district worked. I mean, it was a small, at the time, I think like 3A, 4A school. So we weren't this big, huge, Texas school. I mean, the population's only like 3,000 people. That's now, it was much smaller back then. So that was a small school.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment to explain what 3A is, because in Texas, that's normal language for us. We're like, what size was your high school? And we're like, oh, 5A. I was definitely like 6A. And you're like, whoa, that's huge.
That's not normal everywhere else?
No, it's not.
I didn't
We
know
have
that.
to explain for our Canadian listener.
Oh, yeah, we do have a Canadian listener. So again, whoever you are, thank you for listening.
Yeah, so in Texas, our schools are kind of like separated by size. So it's like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and recently added 6A, probably about 7 years ago, maybe. Don't know.
Wow.
I was in high school when they added it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like such a Texas thing.
It's
we're
so Texas.
We're divided by size. Are you kidding?
Such a Texas thing.
Make the playing level, fair.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you do.
You're right. I will
yeah.
say my middle school. So when I was in 4th grade, they were moving 6th grade up to middle school.
Wow.
So they let us know. They were like, actually, next year's your last year in elementary. So it was like a big shock to all of us. I can't imagine being in 5th grade though, and then being like, we're actually moving 6th grade to middle school, and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know this was happening.
They're like probably thinking, oh, we're going to be at the same school. No, actually, we're moving you up to the big kids. Sorry.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So 7th and 8th grade, junior high. Sorry, junior high.
Or middle school, vice versa. But ours was Ferris Junior High.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So, you're in middle school in these foundational years, and I feel like it's weird to start in 7th grade, because 7th grade is like the worst year.
It's
like
Yeah.
the literal worst
it
year.
really is. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
What would you say is like, so we talk in our first episode about, or I don't know if it was our first episode, but we talked about our outfits and what we used to wear. What would like you're looking at junior high Jesus. What are we looking at?
So we're looking at uniform. So my school district, my district allowed required uniforms for us. So we really didn't have much of a say as to what we can wear. Everyone wore basically the same thing. Polos, just like these. Now this logo, when I was in middle school, junior high, wouldn't fly. It wasn't until high school where they let us wear 2x2 logos.
Oh wait.
Yeah, my Ferris, love you guys, but y'all stress code's a little too much. But
oh my god,
I can't believe that you had to wear a uniform in high school.
Oh, K through 12.
The little emblems.
Man.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
The little logos can be no larger than 2x2.
Did they have like a ruler out measuring?
We joked about that. I don't know if anyone ever called into the office for having a logo 2x2 or larger. Wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
Dang.
But yeah, no, and it doesn't stop there. So outfit wise, there was only certain colors we can wear. Our main school colors were orange and black. We were the Ferris yellow jackets. Ironically enough, yellow was not part of our dress code. Reason being, yellow jackets, whenever they get angry and like vicious, for football, they turn orange.
What?
Wait. So you couldn't wear a yellow?
Dang.
But we were called the yellow jackets. Yeah. Math isn't mathing here, but hey.
Yeah.
You guys, okay, you keep saying that, and you said, what is that? Is that from something?
So that's just like the lingo
Math
today.
isn't mathing?
It's the math isn't mathing.
People keep saying
still
that.
You know
up
when thing
the lingo.
confuses you?
Yeah.
That's what's like, oh, that math is not mathing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm learning.
Kind of shows middle school generation here.
Well, yeah. Dang. So what, did you guys wear khakis?
So yes, so we could wear either khaki or black pants. I think we can wear navy pants too, but I didn't wear navy pants. I'm not 100% sure, but for sure khaki and black pants. And then how some pants have like the little stretchy thing at the bottom?
Yeah.
Not those. No.
Oh, no.
You had to wear a belt. because it was professional. You had to keep your shirt tucked in. You could wear black or khaki shorts too. I'm trying to think what else.
Was this boys and girls had to tuck in their shirts?
Yes.
Oh wow.
wow.
Unlike my school.
Yeah. And then spirit shirts, those could only be worn on Fridays when I was in middle school. And once I got to high school, those could be worn any day of the week. That's when they changed the dress code. But yeah, with polos, I think it was white, black, orange, like maybe one other color. But yeah, our options were very limited. So
Wow.
That's so different than your dress code.
Yeah, like I feel like that's more like stricter.
Yeah.
Is that even more stricter? More strict? More strict?
Sure. I don't know.
Sure.
Stricter.
Yeah.
More strict. I don't know. Wow.
But yeah, wow.
But yeah, but then when it would get cold, that's where it got rough, because you could wear, those big, jackets with like the logos, the big Nike swoosh, whatever. As soon as you walked into those doors, it had to come off.
Shut up.
No.
What?
Oh my gosh.
You would walk into the cafeteria, have your breakfast, wait until the bell rings, whatever, hang out. But then we would have an administration walk by. It's like, hey, make sure you take that off if you're going to class. Make sure just checking before we would actually walk into the classroom doors and whatnot. So
wow.
What about the Chili Willies?
Yeah. Now some teachers were lenient about keeping our hoodies on, with our Nike or Adidas logo, the big logo. Others weren't as lenient, but yeah, if you did want to keep one, walking through the halls, whatever, it had to be like a solid color hoodie, like the ones you get like at Walmart. Again, not bashing Walmart, just
we love Walmart.
They're the only ones I can think of that have like the solid colored hoodies without a logo on there. Because you go to Target and you get all these Nike ones, Academy, whatever. Walmart, I think, is like one of the few places I can think of that has those, solid colored hoodies. But you could either wear those or the little zip up ones that were like single colored, and that's what I would wear. I mean, it was just easier to put on, take off.
Dang, that's crazy. So 7th grade.
Oh my gosh.
7th grade sounds awful. I'm so sorry to you.
I'm sorry for me too, and for the kids that are still in school.
I know, right? That's.
Dang.
I hope a lot has changed, but you never know.
I think now we're one of the few districts in my county that still has like a set in stone uniform policy. Other school districts say, hey, you can wear whatever you want as long as it's like, doesn't have profanity or like a bad language or whatever. Like this could fly, it's Navy, but whatever, that could fly. T-shirts, you can wear those. Not in Ferris.
Wow.
That is crazy. And now, is that more, I don't know where that is in Texas. Is that more east?
So Dallas, right? Interstate 45, go south 20 minutes and you're in Ferris.
Oh,
okay.
So you're right up the road.
We're the last country town before you actually hit city.
Okay. So can you tell us a time or an embarrassing time, a memorable time from middle school?
So I was really, thinking really hard about this, and I was like, okay, a really embarrassing time, something maybe funny, middle school, I just kind of kept to myself, did my own thing, as everyone in middle school does, just trying to find who they are. My main thing was like academics. Cool. That's what I focused on. As involved as I was in college, same person was me in high school, same person was me in middle school. Kind of going off track with the question, but however, so my embarrassing moment in middle school was right after school. I had a girlfriend at the moment, right? Yeah, scandalous.
Middle school.
So, school day's over, whatever, we meet up by the gym, hold hands, and then we walk out together to our bus stop, which is like outside the school, just waiting for the school buses to come in, line up so we can get on. So while we do that, we're out there mingling, talking, whatever, because these buses have the routes that go all over the place. So we're just waiting at this point. And then, I go in, right? I go in for the kiss. And like, it wasn't the first one. It wasn't the first one. Yeah. The first one right here. But it was the first one where my lips got stuck to her braces.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
And
I don't even know what to
like I
say.
said, my school was like super strict with whatever. So they were like really like even strict with people, PDA. They didn't want
Yeah.
PDA in middle school, which I mean, it's understandable. It's middle school, but
Mhm.
you take some, you lose some. Anyways, so go in, and then this top lip right here, right? Like I totally miss her lip, and like my lip hits her braces instead, but like hard.
Oh no.
Yeah. So then like it didn't get stuck, but like it got stuck. But I had to like move a little and then pull out, and like there's like a little bit of bleeding, but that, yeah,
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Did anyone notice? Anyone see?
Yeah.
nobody saw, just us two.
Good.
Okay.
But we ended up
Clear.
telling people just for giggles later.
That stuff you hear in the movies. I didn't know it could actually
Yes.
happen.
Oh wow.
It happens, yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Dang.
Wow.
Did she say anything or?
She said, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's cool. It's cool. Whatever. To this day, I don't know what she's doing, where she's at. Haven't seen her since high school. So if she's watching this, whose name I won't disclose, you've made my middle school memory book.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Shout out to you.
Dang. Dang.
You know who you are.
She knows who she is. You lucky girl.
Okay.
Dang. That is like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm speechless because I'm like, I only heard about that in the movies.
I'm still stuck on the yellow. Like
Not the yellow.
oh my gosh. But okay.
Dang.
But yeah, I only heard about that in the movies.
Yeah.
Knowing somebody who's like experienced that.
That's funny.
Wow.
Man. That is so
Crazy.
funny. Were you in any like extra? I mean, what else did you do in middle school? What extracurriculars and stuff?
Yeah, so my middle school, like I said, small school, we really didn't have much besides sports at the time. I wasn't big on sports. I mean, I'm really not big on sports either, but like just middle school me was like a completely different person than I am now. Like here you see me like super outgoing, confident, this big personality. Complete 180 in middle school. I was very quiet, kind of to myself, very insecure of myself. And I mean, just fits the status quo of middle school, kind of what we all are. Either you show it or you don't, but we're all, still going through the same thing. But yeah, no, super insecure of myself. I didn't fit with the big alpha middle school people, the guys. So I was like, athletics, not for me.
Mhm.
So that was out of the window. So like I said, I focused more on my academics, went into pre-AP science, pre-AP history, which were the only pre-AP classes we offered, or they offered that I got into. On top of that, I was in JHS and got nominated and voted in as an officer position. I think it was secretary is what I was.
Ooh.
So that kind of started my way up to NHS, up to the position as vice president of my high school's NHS.
Okay.
Royalty.
So yeah. But yeah, no, really, that's a lot of basically what we did or what I did in middle school. Like I said, we didn't really have many organizations or academics besides band. I was in band. Seventh grade year. Oh, so funny story with this. Now that I remember, I was in band 6th grade, which is still in elementary school, where they kind of like teach you a little bit of what band is, whatever, cool. So I go into middle school, right, with band, 7th grade, you actually start with the concerts, like the big concerts and all this, cool. Sometime between 6th grade and 7th grade that summer, and my backpack full of stuff that I'd never want to see during the summer, I lost my math piece. So I played the baritone. And I lost my math piece, and those things are not cheap whatsoever.
Yeah.
So school year starts, and I'm like, Mom, I lost my math piece. She was like, well, we're not buying you a new one, sorry. So I go crazy looking for it. My mom helps me look for it. We're all trying to look for it. It never comes up. We ended up finding it when I was in high school. Don't know where or how. It just popped up.
Wait, so what did you do?
Did you?
Now that's like, the flashbacks. This is flash forward, but going back to my story. So I borrowed a mouth piece that my band director had, sprayed it, cleaned it, whatever. I used that for a little bit. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to like drop band because I don't want to do this anymore because I lost my mouthpiece. However, I did not tell my band director that. I told him because I didn't want to do band anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, did I want to do band? Of course I did. The reason why, I didn't have a mouthpiece. My parents weren't gonna buy me a new one.
Wow.
God.
Oh, wow.
Which actually turned out for the better. I switched my band class for this like tech class where they teach you like how to type and everything. 10 out of 10 class for any middle schooler. You will be on your computer 24/7. So it helped me a lot. So it is because of that class that I credit me writing a story in less than 15 minutes with these hands typing left and right.
Iconic.
Yes,
I'm so bad at typing. I should take that class.
she is very bad at
I'm
typing.
so bad.
This thing program we used, it wasn't even like a paid program. It was something we used online. We would have our book to the side and like it would tell us what to type, whatever. We print it out and then the teacher would like check if we did it right. And then like after that, we'd have like free time and there's like this website where it had like typing games. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Alpha Type or it was Alpha something. And then like you would type and like play your games and everything. So much fun.
Oh man,
I love typing
I took a class like that too in middle school, and there was like this typing program, and like the main character of the program, it was like a little goat, and he'd be like, "You're doing great," and yeah.
You're doing great.
Great.
Oh no, he would do that. It would be like, "What is going on?" Oh, but yeah, it was really fun though.
Wait, why didn't I get to do typing in middle school?
Hey, if it makes it feel better, now the middle school, they got rid of that class and replaced it with a podcasting class. And then I was like, where was that one out?
What? I would have loved that class.
We didn't know what podcasts were back then.
We honestly, okay, you're right though. You're right.
It would have been radio. Dang.
No.
I took animation in middle school.
We didn't have animation until junior year of high school.
Dang.
Same. I was like animation in middle
Yeah,
school.
we had it in
Wow.
middle school. I was also in robotics. That was a train wreck. That's a whole
Ooh.
other story for a different time.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't recommend it. I mean, it was Lego robotics. It was a mess.
So is that different from like regular robotics?
Yeah. You know what? Let me just tell you. We got a little bit more time. So basically, it was 8th grade. It was a club. So it wasn't a class. So you could sign up. I don't know what compelled me to sign. I didn't even own Legos. Like, I was not like a robotics gal, right? But I took animation. And I really loved the teacher, Miss Klamath. She was so cool. She was like, yeah, we got robotics. And I was like, cool, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? I want to make a little guy. And she was like, yeah, we'll get to go on a trip. And I was like, oh, I'm in. So,
Oh no.
so I signed up. And I would go to this after school like Lego robotics classes.
Just for the
And
trip.
I was the like one of the only girls. I think there was maybe 2. This was me and this guy named Mason. We were the only 8th graders in the whole group. We signed up literally because we wanted to like go on a trip. And so we signed up and all these other kids knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They were like programming on the little bebop things. And I was like, what are we doing? And Mason was like, I don't know. And I was like, why are we doing this? And so basically we had to go to this event, right? It was at the university that was in my town. And we went for the day and it was a theme. The theme was like doctors. So the robots had to do a route of like a doctor. So they had to go pick up the medicine, drop it off at the patient, like go through.
Okay.
It was a whole obstacle and we had to program the robot to do this obstacle. We're 8th graders. Like, I didn't take any classes prior. I didn't know a thing. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So Mason and I partner up because we're the only 2 8th graders. And Mason and I were like, we don't know what we're doing. We did not have one successful run. So we were like, well, let's go. And so we got to go on this trip, right? We show up. My school did not get the memo, but every other school, all the students were dressed up like doctors and like themed and ready. And I was like, and we were in like matching t-shirts.
No.
We were like, hey everyone, welcome. And they were like, what, where are you guys from? And I was like, we're from here. Like, I'm so sorry. So the first, basically it was like an all day event. You had to be there all day because you got to skip school or whatever. And it was it's the only reason why I was there. And so Mason and I go to our first event. It's one of those, like, if you make it past the first round, you do the next one, whatever.
Yes.
So we preset all of our paths. Mind you, we knew darn well that our robot was not ready for this. And we were like, come on, little guy. Like, I don't know what his name was, like Fleb or something. Come on, Fleb.
Fleb.
Yeah, I don't know. So we told him, like, you got this. So me and Mason go to the first table, and there's the whole route, and he has to, like, pick up the little blue things in his little bucket and, like, do the, it's really cute. So little Fleb gets on the table, and all the other kids are around. We're all watching everyone's robots do so well, and we're like, crap, this is not going well for us. And everyone's dressed in scrubs and, like, coats and glasses, and we're just standing there in jeans and t-shirts like, okay. So our robot goes, right? And he goes to the first one, picks it up, and Mason and I were like, oh my gosh, wait, oh my gosh.
This is good.
So he goes to
Okay.
the next one, puts it down. We were like, wait, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Okay,
oh my gosh, oh my
okay.
gosh. So we're like, wait, this could actually happen for us. We're going to move on to
This
the
is
next one.
exciting.
He picks up the next one, you know, it has this little bucket. So he's, like, holding this bucket, right? The robot's, like, I don't know, small. And he's holding his bucket. Something within Fleb decided to, like, just be
no.
spontaneous. And he, instead of going to the end of the track where he was so close to being done, he rams to the end and throws the bucket off the table.
Fleb was over it.
Fleb was like, poof, and then me and Mason were like, no. We were just so sad. And Fleb did not move on to the next round.
Oh,
Like,
no.
He threw the whole, like, side of the thing off, and then the whole bucket of, like, bolts or whatever he had. Through it all. Like, our robot just lost his mind, and everyone was like, and everyone there was so serious. Me and Mason were trying not to laugh because we were like, what's going on? And everyone there was like, why did your robot do that? And we were like, we don't know. Like, it's a robot. So they were like, you guys will not be moving on. And we were like, yeah.
We know. We
So
see.
we pick up Fleb, we go back to our teacher, and she was like, what are you guys doing back? We're like, yeah, he, like, ruined the entire, they had to reset it up. And she was like, what? So then we had to just stand there for the rest of the day while all the 6th and 7th graders kept moving up because their robots were working.
Okay, I was going to say, you said you're the only 8th grader, so were there only 6th and 7th? But you just said that.
Yeah, it was everyone, but we were the only 8th graders in our
Wow.
entire middle school who went to this thing. And we just had to stand there
Okay.
for the rest of the day because stupid Fleb would not do his job.
Fleb was almost done, but right before he passed the line, he
He gave
gave up.
And I was so sad about
Yeah.
it. I was like, dang, Fleb, you had potential.
Never give up. You're almost
Yeah,
there.
so if you do robotics, like, please just know what you're doing. Because I did not know what I was doing. Yeah. It's, I don't recommend it. Did you ever do anything else? Like, did you have theater or anything?
So yes, we had theater. I didn't join theater until high school, and even at that, it was beginners theater. I was gonna go in, like, full on theater, whatever, you know, try to get my confidence out there over in high school. But I was like, just kidding, yearbook. So I ended up becoming yearbook, then yearbook editor, and then editor in chief. To the point where I got called back for the next 2 summers because I knew a lot. And they wanted my advice. So I actually helped them with the yearbook, like, my freshman year of college.
That's kind of
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
Wow.
I was the photo editor for my yearbook.
Yeah, I was just on the team. I was taking pictures.
Oh my gosh, we were all yearbook kids.
We were all yearbook kids.
And then we all graduated with mass comm degrees.
Look at
It
us.
makes sense.
No, I think y'all had a more complex, organized yearbook staff than we did. Like, you know, I was editor in chief, you know, whatever happens, you know, I take blame for it. But we were a small group. So the way it was done is that you were assigned a page, and then basically my job now, like an MSJ, multi-skill journalist, where you shoot, write, edit your own packages. Our yearbook staff shot, wrote, edited their own page.
Okay, yeah.
So you were assigned to a page. So let's say you had, football. You were assigned the football page for varsity. So you were in charge of that whole spread. And then you would, like, make the template, you would edit it, you would take the photos, go out to the football games, you'd go out, get the interviews for the yearbook, input it, and do the whole shebang. So that's how it worked with a small staff.
I don't know how we had middle school yearbook. Did y'all have middle
Yes.
school yearbook?
Oh, wow. I don't even remember who did our middle school yearbook.
We had a class, and I got out of it.
Dang,
The
we didn't even
teacher
have a
was
class for
too
yearbook.
much. Really?
Yeah.
Do you have photography?
No.
Oh, we did.
No.
Do you have photography?
In high school, not in middle school.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
in high school, not middle school. Why did you?
I went to an Ivy middle school. So
You had animation
We had
and
random
photography. You had yearbook.
mm-hmm.
Your middle school was popping.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, small town, basic middle school, band, choir, beginner, like play theater at this point, yearbook, and that typing class. Those were the only electives we had. Oh, and art.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are the only electives we had. I'm not very artsy. I can't draw a stick figure to save my life. Today I did a interview with a teacher, you know, school supplies, you know, how it's affecting them with inflation. So for a cute little outro, I'm over here drawing and coloring, and I'm like, oh, and Henderson, Jesus Martinez, Shamelo drawing, CBS 19. So what I was drawing was the logo that I traced off our mic flag. I can't trace it. Texas came out horrible.
Oh. It's the thought that counts, though.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I tried, A for effort.
Yes.
A for effort.
I remember in middle school art, I am not the best drawer either, but when they gave us a pattern, I would always choose zebra. So middle school, I was obsessed with zebra print. I love zebra print.
Absolutely.
Me and zebra print,
Mhm.
we were synonymous at this
You
point.
was zebra, yeah.
So I would always put my name in bubble letters, and then I would go in with the zebra print. That was all. I literally had. I had like basketballs, and I had my name. I had my brother's name. I had my whole family's name. It was all in zebra print. And I came home and I'm like, guys, look what I made you. And I'm passing it all out. And they're like, thanks. And I'm like, oh, dang. But I was like proud of my zebra print because it was nice. It was really nice.
Earlier, when you mentioned you were outside, like waiting for the buses and stuff, you guys were. Why is that a thing? Why in middle school they just let us out? Like we're barely learning out of elementary when we were monitored all the time, and now we're just waiting outside. Like we were way by the tennis courts.
And the funny thing with my school is that we had a neighborhood across the street. So my high school and junior high like are across the street from each other on this farm to market road. For those that don't live in, is farm to market just in Texas, or is that a US thing too?
Maybe US?
Oh,
I
no.
don't know maps.
Just in case, the farm to market
Yeah.
road, basically the point of a farm to market road is way back yonder in the old times. That farm to market road would get you from the market in the city to the farm where the food at the market is. So
Mhm.
basically there's just like these little roads to connect city to city and goes in between winds through fields or whatever. But yeah, I was on that farm to market road, you know, got the 2-lane and the 1 lane this way, the other one the other way, and then the middle lane to turn. Super heavy traffic because, you know, there's high schoolers coming out of the high school with their cars now. You got parents coming to pick up the junior high and high school kids too. So like that whole intersection was just super chaotic, you know, even with the cop, you know, directing traffic and everything,
Yeah.
so bad. But yeah, no, there's a neighborhood across the street with apartments in another neighborhood that people would just, you know, walk across the street and go home. And thankfully nobody got ran over. And then I guess maybe down a mile from our junior high, there's a Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box at the time was the hangout spot right after
Yes.
school, right before a football game. Like you would go walk to Jack in the Box because, you know, junior high, we don't have cars.
Mhm.
So we'd walk down to Jack in the Box, hang out, and then walk back to this football stadium, which was at the junior high because that was the old high school at the time. So
Mhm.
the junior high has the football stadium. So then we'd walk back to the junior high to the football stadium, enjoy the football game, and then just wait for our parents to come pick us up after the night's over. But yeah, no, it got so bad. So many people were walking down the street that the city actually built a sidewalk years later for kids to safely walk up and down the street to that Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
Good for
wow.
them.
You know, I'm glad the
Good
city's
for-
looking out for the kids. You know,
Anything for the kids. Anything for the kids. Wow. Wow. See, there was a Lowe's grocery store.
Lowe's.
It was a Lowe's grocery.
Grocery-
Because we had both a Lowe's like hardware and a Lowe's grocery store. And a Lowe's grocery store was
apparently-
like five, not even close, like 5 blocks down, and kids would skip school to go to Lowe's. They're like, yeah, I went to Lowe's.
Mm.
I'm like, what? Did you buy some
Yeah.
bread? Like, what?
Ours was Big Lots. Yeah, because like if you sneak behind like our football field, there's like the path through the woods. Now they have it cleared off. Now it's like a whole driveway to the middle school. But if you like go through the woods and it's like right there is Big Lots. And I'll be like, the kids be like, yeah, I just came back from Big Lots. And I'm like, what were you doing?
The flex.
You only have $3 in your pocket. But yeah.
What kids would do at my school is that in between periods, they would go out the back doors, walk around the school and go to Jack in the Box, whatever. And then once the passing period passed, because we had they're not called cubicles, they're the outside trailers with the classroom. Portables. So we had portables outside with other classrooms and stuff out there too. So in between passing periods, when the doors were open, they would sneak back into class.
Wow.
Dang, how long were your passing periods? Or were they just like
Not long. They're like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, I think mine was 5.
Yeah,
And it was like,
mine was short.
it's class, guys.
Yeah, so you either had to be out there waiting for the bell to ring or just wait for the next period.
Dang.
Wow.
'Cause wouldn't you think like these employees would be like, you're like 5, go back to class?
They're like, no, you got it. Go to third period.
Dang.
Yeah.
My high school had a bunch, but my middle school didn't have a lot.
I was gonna say those employers are probably just like, I just work here.
Yeah,
Yep.
literally.
Mhm.
They just work here.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, this was a really interesting interview.
I kind of like
feel
this.
like
This is really good.
we learned a lot
Yes.
about 7th and 8th grade junior highs.
Mm-hmm.
Junior, yeah, 7th and 8th grade junior high, small town school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have one last beautiful question for you.
So
Jesus.
beautiful.
It's so I have a hair. Louis' hair is in my microphone. It went back. Oh well. Our last question for you, we like to ask all of our guests. You're our second guest, so we've asked all of them so far.
Yes. So far, we have.
What would you tell your middle school self if you could look back and say, "Hey, bud, here's where I'm at." What would you tell him today?
Jeez, what wouldn't I tell him? You know, middle school me at the time didn't want to be what I am today. So going into middle school is like, I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna, help people and like, I'm bilingual, so I'm gonna translate for the Hispanic community because my parents, they don't have medical insurance and for reasons. So, money is an issue, of course. So they really can't go out to the doctor. And if they do, it's like most severe cases. So I was like, I'm gonna go in, be a doctor, help the Hispanic community, help the minorities here in Texas and whatnot. That was my passion. So 8th grade, they brought in this new health class, took it. I was like, yeah, not for me. Not for me. And that was just 8th grade health. Like, I can't even imagine high school, college, nursing schools. Like, those people have brains. I do not have brain cells for that.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, big me or little me, I would tell him like, hey, stuff's going to change. Like it or not, stuff will change. Your friends won't stay the same. Acquaintances will change. Like your whole lifestyle will change in general. Like even your personality, like I mentioned earlier, super shy. I was a complete 180, super shy, very introvert, very low self-confidence, and then, like I said, you slowly learn to grow all that in middle school and in your high school years. But boy, honestly, if I could like just talk to him, just like, hey, just keep trucking, you do you, just like have a goal set and just follow that goal. And that's generally with anyone. If you have a goal, follow it through. It might not work out like mine did. I was going to be a doctor and here I am as a reporter. Do I love it? I absolutely love it. It's what I want to do, what I've always wanted to do. Just didn't know I wanted to do that. So it's also, middle school is finding what your passions are too, knowing what you want to do. And like I said, things will change, like it or not.
Wow. And it's out of our control,
Mhm.
It's out of our control.
Wow.
That's so
That was good, though. That was really good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Little tiny Jesus. Yes. So, Jesus, tell everyone where they can find you, follow you on different
Instagram,
things.
social needs.
Have a couple of handles only because somebody else decided to take my other handle. But
Oh.
generally, you guys can find me on Instagram at jmart.tv. That's JMART.TV, or at Twitter, jmarttv, JMARTTV, without the dot.
Hey.
Yes. Now, if they want to do my tickety talk as well, that's a good question. I need to see what that is. JMart TV as well, same as my Twitter. So,
All right, we'll
Alrighty.
put that all on everything.
Yes.
So they'll go follow you and watch him on the news, guys.
yeah,
Yes.
CBS 19. We're putting East Texas first.
Look
That's
at
your
him.
slogan.
I'm from East Texas. Yes.
Wait, what part?
Lufkin.
No way. Yeah, I'm here in
Yes.
Tyler. So we cover Lufkin, Nacogdoches, Longview area.
Yep.
So yeah, I work for the
Yep.
CBS station here.
Yeah.
I'm not, but oh yay! Well, thank you again for joining us. Everyone, this will come out when it comes out. Probably
Yes.
Friday or Saturday of this week is
Mhm,
the day it
mhm.
comes out. We're recording on a Wednesday for everyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Jesus, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Everyone go follow him on his things.
Yes.
And good luck to his middle school girl, whoever that is. Girl.
Yes. Shout out to you.
We don't know who you are, but good for you, girl. You know who you are. All right, we're signing off.
We're signing off.
Bye.
Adios.
What's up? It is Jen, wanting to give a huge shout out to Jesus Martinez. Thank you so much for being on the show. We love you, man. Thank you for sharing that story with us. I'm still speechless about that. I thought that was only in the movies. If this has happened to you, if your braces got interlocked or your lip got interlocked with someone's braces while trying to kiss in middle school, please let us know. I would love to hear that story. It's so funny. Thanks, Patience, for our amazing theme song and intro. We love it so much. And thank you guys for listening every week. We are slowly growing and we are really excited about it. So continue to check us out on all of our social medias. We're going to link Jesus' stuff to all of our posts as well this week. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. All right. Have a good day.